Nerds for Christ, Jacob speaking. So today we'll be doing a review on a headset I got a while back, the Razer Nari wireless 7.1 surround sound gaming headset. So I got these back in April, and I will show you guys that. Wrong window. Okay. So, purchasing back on April 29th this year. I got them within a week's time. I have to say, at first, very, very impressed and very happy. Some things have gone downhill with this headset, unfortunately. Um, so, before I get into that, kind of I'm going to go over everything on it. So, this is kind of an earlier version. There is a kind of a newer, updated version. I'm not gonna really talk about that because I can't. I don't own it, so I can't. Put any input towards that headset particularly. But the price is 150. I actually didn't pay this price, so it's actually been raised in price. I think I paid around $80 to $100. So $150 the $150 asking price I think is a bit much. So a few things. Battery life was, I'd say, decent at first. It would last me a good 8 to 10 hours of gameplay once fully charged. I was really hoping for like more around 16, but unfortunately, it might have given me that at first, but definitely doesn't give me that now. And I'd say I used them pretty solid. So, I mean, it might be just battery degrading, but I think that's a little too soon. It's only been about, it's like 5 or 6 months. I think that's way too soon for starting to see battery degrading already and not being able to hold as big of a charge. Another thing is ease of use. I think they're pretty easy to use. Buttons are pretty simple. You've got a mute button, um, which one thing I do like about these is they, and I'll make it to where you guys can see it. The red ring lights up when it signifies that you're muted. So you don't have to question, are you muted? Is it you? When your crew's talking to you and they're not talking back when you're talking to them, and vice versa. So it's kind of a nice indicator, like, oh, I'm muted. Silly me. It's got a kind of game volume compared to chat volume. Honestly, it's a neat, interesting feature, but it kind of sucks. It's not very. It's just not like, if you play around with it, I guess you can get it kind of where you want, but it's just not user friendly. I really had to play with it, and I still wasn't too impressed. Um, so that's kind of where I am on that, because it was either, when I messed with it, I either ended up making it to where I couldn't hear anyone I was talking to on Discord, or I couldn't hear the game. It was a big trade off, and I just didn't enjoy it. So I just put it like flat in the middle and kind of turned everything up individually. Like if I turned up Discord if I needed to, or if I turned up the game, I would do that. And then of course, has a power button, has a charge port, has a port for 3.5 jack, so you can plug it in that way. And of course, it has your up and down volume on your right earmuff. So the button configuration is pretty simple. The RBG is pretty cool. You can, and I'll zoom in and show you guys. I just have it doing kind of like a breathing and random pattern right now. But you can set it up to where it has like a fire option. It has breathing. It has ambient. There's lots of options. You've got to download Razer Synapse and a few other things, and you've got to play around with it. It's honestly not very user friendly. I think it's nice because if you know what you're doing, you can get what colors you want and stuff. But it's just, as far as user friendly goes, not very user friendly. So I kind of give it like a 5 out of 10 as far as um, messing with the RGB on this. As far as comfort goes, um, I think these are amazingly comfortable. I have a pretty fat, big head, so I mean they completely cover my ears. Like I don't, I've put on different sets that just kind of push down or push on my ear somewhere because of the cup not being big enough. But the cups are sized pretty big. Um, the material and texture is pretty cool feeling, so it doesn't really heat up too often. You've got to wear them for a long time. And if you're anything like me, I rotate ears every once in a while because I like to keep one ear open so I can hear something going on in case my cats are getting into something. But um, so as far, and it's nice and it feels nice and heavy. I kind of like a heavier feel, so like I feel like it's more like on my head than like it's gonna fall off or something. And it does have a pretty good grip, not tight grip on your head either, so it's like not gonna hurt you. So as far as comfort goes, I totally give this like a 10 out of 10 for comfort. I've never really put on a pair of headphones more comfortable than these ones, um, which is what's so disappointing um, about these heads about this headset. Um, about in September, sometime, my mic randomly just died on me. I thought it was software. I've been through a million tutorials, other things myself, and of course, everyone always wants to ask, have you gone through the settings and made sure it's the output, output or input and all that jazz? And it's just like, yes, I know what I'm doing. I even took it after I basically exhausted all my options. I even posted a thing on it on Reddit, and even the wizards of Reddit couldn't even solve my issue. So I think it's legitimately the mic is just broken, which is why I really can't recommend these because unless I were to have a second pair to give a good review, as maybe I just got a lemon, because I'm sorry, 6 to 7 months of ownership shouldn't make the mic just die. Now, as far as the quality of the mic before it died, my friends appreciated it. They said it sounded good. It didn't hear people in the background crazy or anything. So, you know, good volume, good good quality sound. Just the problem was, you know, the mic died, which was a problem for me. Now I still keep and use these. I actually use the mic I'm using right now to film this video as my kind of mic at the current time, but I still use these as the headset because the sound is amazing. So as far as the mic goes, I have to give the mic a 5 out of 10 because um, five basically take away 5 points because I don't know if it's just a manufacturing error on just specifically my model that I received, or if it's just in general the mics on these are crap. So, and then it gets 5 points because when it did work, the quality was really good. So, I mean, I don't know if these are worth taking the chance on or not. All I know is I was a little aggravated, still a little aggravated. I paid pretty good amount of money for these, and they seem quality. They and a lot of parts of them are quality. It's just a shame when you have one aspect that's completely busted and it won't work. And as far as sound goes, they sound great. Like I said, I still use them for hearing. I play a lot of Apex. They pick up footprints, not footprints, footsteps really, really well. I can hear enemies coming and going. Um, Other games I can hear perfectly. Like it's sound quality wise, I'd give them probably 8 or 9 out of 10, or maybe like an 8.5. So the sound's really there. The sound's really good quality. Again, it's just how can I honestly review something like this when before the review period, which because I wanted to use them for a few months before I gave an honest review, and how can I really recommend something that broke on me? and by no means did it break on me because of user, I guess. Like, I didn't drop them, I didn't stick them or dip them in water or anything crazy. They weren't shocked, nothing. In fact, the day it happened to me, I was using them. I set them down where I normally set them on my computer desk, came back, and magically the mic would no longer work. I didn't have an update, which, trust me, I checked a million times looking for updates to see if that was the issue or cause. I could literally probably prolong this video more than more. I could probably prolong this video much longer than it needs to be by going through all the steps I took to try to figure out if it was a software issue or some sort of settings error. And I assure you, unless it takes like some form of computer science degree to figure it out, I'm pretty sure it's not that. I'm pretty sure they're just physically broken, and I don't know enough about physical like electronics to where I'd feel comfortable and safe enough to mess them, well, to dig in there and not mess them up, because like I said, I still use them for the hearing aspect, so I really don't want to ruin that because they're still a pretty good pair of headphones at this point. So overall, if I had to remove the mic from the um, rating, I mean, I would give these seriously like almost a 10 out of 10, maybe a 9 out of 10. But I can't give it a great passing review when a feature of it died on me. So I have to basically knock these down to, like, I would say a 4 and warning to buy at user's discretion, and, maybe consider a different brand or a different headset altogether. It's really a shame. I'm kind of wondering too, like, if you own these, let me know if you had the same experience. Let me know if they've broke on you the same way or something else. So just kind of drop that in the comment section below. And kind of wondering if other people are having the same experience I had with them. So that's basically it on the review. So, I mean, 5, 4 out of 10, somewhere around there. And, be very cautious before buying them because, you know, some an expensive pair of headphones, especially at their new price, they're listed as $149.99, which you must say 150 after taxes and all that, shouldn't break after 6-7 months. They just shouldn't. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's my review. Um, Everything's great except for the mic. So uh, that's it for today. Hope everyone's staying safe and God bless.